3 more fatalities before the end of the year would take the number above the 2004 high and would make this year the second highest number of fatalities since 2002.
We do have what we call a crisis because we have a lot of people dying on these roadways. And if they'd had seatbelts, they had a much better chance of survivability.
Short some numbers from December, El Paso County has a total of 65 traffic fatalities so far in 2021, with 14 of those unbuckled. Pueblo County is 33 fatalities with 13 unbuckled. Because driving is every day, the risk of traveling at high speed can become casual. So State Patrol is launching a campaign called You Wouldn't. It shows other high-risk activities with safety measures you wouldn't ignore.
We're trying to give you every opportunity to walk away from a crash.
So there is the campaign, also the data that they're putting out. That's all part of the education, kinder, gentler way to get people on board with this. And then there is the increased patrols that will be happening, where they will have you on the side of the road giving you a one-on-one conversation if you're not wearing a seatbelt, possibly a citation. In Colorado Springs, Bill Folsom, News 5.
Bill, great reminder. Thank you, sir. All right, to your money now. In 2021, a very good year for those invested in the stock market as major indices saw record highs. The Dow up 17% on the year and the S&P 500 up 27%. Financial experts say the market has averaged about a 10% increase a year. Much of the growth began after the first wave of the pandemic on news of vaccine manufacturing, federal stimulus checks also playing a big role.
People got extra money. Their expenses to some extent went down while they were staying home, so they didn't spend as much money on vacations and things like that, and so a lot of money just went into the markets.
Now, the recent surge can be linked to different factors, including the rise in retail, home, energy costs, which have driven up inflation to 40-year highs. Remember, before you invest any of your money, always wise to seek out a financial advisor. Well, investing in cryptocurrency has become very popular recently, but like with traditional investments, fluctuations are common. Investment pros here at First Affirmative Financial Network say investing in crypto takes a lot of work. The company's CEO says he doesn't think it's sustainable for that reason and that there are still major question marks.
The decisions about how it's going to be regulated are still being made, and it's going to depend on whether they're going to regulate them as if they're securities, whether they're going to regulate them as if they're some kind of fancy currency. Those decisions are still pending, and that will probably affect what people do.
Now, the company says that crypto investing also allows people to take some of their money out of the standard economy, the standard banking system, if you like to do that. Well, a local homeowner got a late Christmas miracle today after she found out she needed a major home repair that would come at a big price. News 5's Ashley Portillo joins us live to tell us more about how one local organization was able to help her out. Ashley?
Rob, so right before Thanksgiving, the homeowner here, she found out that her sewer lines were broken. She told me she spent all day just trying to make sure that her home didn't get flooded. But now, more than a month later, she was able to get some of those much needed repairs taken care of. Now, that homeowner's name, her name is Tina Hines. And after not having much luck with another company, she called on Brothers Redevelopment for help. That's a housing nonprofit here in Colorado Springs. So with funds from the city and El Paso County, they hire contractors to make repairs at a reduced price for seniors, disabled people, or people in need. And for Hines, it was exactly the help she needed right after Christmas.
There's still a few good people out there. Well, there's a lot of good people out there, but you just don't see them every day. You don't meet them every day. But I know God sent him to me.
And some very great news tonight. As of right now, those sewer lines are completely fixed and restored, and Hines said it was her own little Christmas miracle. And this year alone, Brothers Redevelopment, they have helped more than 99 people right here in Colorado Springs and El Paso County with some of their home repairs as well. In Colorado Springs, Ashley Portillo, News 5.
Great story, Ashley. Thank you. Well, Springs Utilities helping at-risk youth and adults with developmental disabilities to learn new job skills thanks to a partnership with Community Intersections. The program trains participants to remove insulation from the wire and sort it into smaller pieces. The wire is sold to metal recyclers, and the money goes back to CSU's budget. Participants learn teamwork, interpersonal skills, self-confidence, while helping to keep large amounts of metal out of the landfill.
Community Intersections employees get to be employed and earn a living and be, content in their work. They learn work skills.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds of copper and aluminum and hundreds of thousands of pounds of brass as well. So it averages out between $200,000 and $300,000 worth of revenue.
Now, in the 30 years of this partnership, CSU estimates millions of dollars have been returned to ratepayers. We'll talk about a personal touch. Springs Mayor John Suthers greeted travelers at the Springs Airport today with drinks and fortune cookies to celebrate a record year. Nearly 940,000 people flew out of the airport this year. That's the highest number since '08. The mayor told us he's confident that as long as there aren't any major disruptions, the airport could see 1 million customers fly out next year.
Airlines see this as a growing community and a place with a lot of people that are well employed and want to travel and things like that. So yeah, I do think it's a barometer of the prosperity that Colorado Springs is experiencing.
And airport officials say their goal for 2022, bring back connections from other airlines and hopefully offer more direct flights. Mike?
Rob, your New Year's Eve plans will be under Arctic attack. There's a real strong system headed our way. Wind, snow, and much colder air in your forecast just in time for the New Year's holiday. Break it down for you. A lot of important information next right here. This is News 5 at 6.
And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
That's what it looks like right now on top of America's mountain. And if you're new to our area, every year the Ataman Club climbs to the top of that very mountain, and at midnight they shoot off fireworks to welcome in the new year. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to see the fireworks here from the lower elevations this year due to a low cloud bank across the area. Ataman Club, they do a tremendous job. Such tough warriors. Right now on top of the mountain, it feels like 23 degrees below zero. Outside right now here in the city, it's mild by comparison. 35 is the current temp. Breeze out of the south at the airport creates a wind chill of 23 degrees. That's live from Pueblo. You've got clear skies. Current chill is 25 degrees. Take a look at this. There is some frigid Arctic air just off to the north and northeast of us. Look at those temperatures right now into the single digits. Some of that's going to break off and be knocking on your door by late on Friday, just in time for New Year's Eve. That, of course, is our big weather story. Here's what's going to happen Friday. This cold front's going to move through during the late afternoon hours. Going to be a windy day Friday, and for a change, the main energy with the storm going to dig far enough south to bring us some snow here across the viewing area. After that front passes, we'll have a moist upslope flow at the surface. What are the necessary ingredients to help bring in snow? Finally going to see our first accumulating snow of the season here in Colorado Springs. Going to be dry during the daylight hours around here, but the snow will be flying up across the Rockies. Probably after sunset, our best opportunity to start to see some snow across the Pikes Peak region. That snow then spreads from north to south. This is just before we ring in New Year. 11 o'clock Friday evening, going to see snow up and down the I-25 corridor out to the plains as well. Here's how we welcome in the new year. A lot of blue on the screen. It will be snowing. It'll be very cold. That system is a fast mover. It'll already start to break up by midday on Saturday. We will see sunshine by Saturday afternoon. How much snow? Well, again, it's early to talk snow totals, but I think by Saturday at noon we could see 1 to 2 inches in Pueblo, 2 to 3 in the Springs, more across northern El Paso County, up to 3-4 inches of snow. Teller County anywhere from 3 to 4, maybe 5 inches of snow if you're lucky, and in eastern Fremont County 2 to 4 inches of snow certainly possible. Pretty tame compared to what's going on in the mountains. Still have winter storm warnings that kick in tomorrow, continue through Saturday for the northern central into the San Juans. More snow and slick travel up across those areas. I think some of the mountains, especially the San Juans, could get another 40 inches of snow by Saturday midday. Just an incredible. Look at this. This will knock you off the couch. Wolf Creek at the ski area, they have picked up 82 inches of snow just in the past 7 days. That's almost 7 feet of snow, but all the ski resorts are doing real well. It's a great time to be skiing in the Colorado Rockies. Lows this morning dropped down into the single digits. Afternoon high temperatures today topped out at 49 degrees. Outside right now, these are updated temperatures. A lot of 30s here across the News 5 viewing area. Lows tonight cold, but not as cold as last night. 14 in Pueblo, 18 degrees tonight in Colorado Springs. Around here tomorrow, no red flag warning. We won't meet that exact criteria, but make no mistake, we'll have high fire danger. We're going to have strong westerly winds gusting from 25 to 35 miles per hour. With our dry fuels, that's a recipe for disaster, so certainly no outdoor burning, and you never ever want to toss a cigarette butt out the car window, and if you do see smoke, please call local law enforcement as quick as you possibly can. Due to that warm westerly wind, take a look at those temperatures. Nice and mild for this time of the year, but it will not last long. 48 degrees on Friday in Colorado Springs before that cold front gets here. Again, prime time for that snow is going to be late Friday into Saturday morning. morning. Dangerous travel just in time for New Year's Eve from late Friday into Saturday. Wind chills Saturday into Sunday morning, well below zero across the area. Look at that high temperature on Saturday, New Year's Day. Happy New Year, 18, the best we can do for a high. Low on Sunday morning at 0, and then the Chinook kicks in, scours out that cold air, warms us nicely by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Pueblo, that New Year's Eve storm will be a pain in the party plans because snow develops Friday night. Roads will get slick and icy. Temperatures will be falling fast. Saturday, New Year's Day, a high of 22 degrees, but feeling colder with the breeze. Low Sunday morning, 3 degrees below zero. Still a chilly day on Sunday with lots of sunshine, then back to the comfortable category Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Canyon City, it'll be your first high impact storm of the season. You'll have to brush up on those winter driving skills very quickly. Look at that cold air, absolutely Arctic Saturday into Sunday morning. Then a drying and warming downslope flow kicks in. Woodland Park, get the snow gear ready. This storm is the real deal. You'll be shoveling and shivering. 4 inches of snow possible. And look at that New Year's Day high of only 12 degrees. You want to stay indoors close to the fire. That's it for now.
Well, COVID-19 continuing to rock the sports world, and the NHL sends a memo on how they plan to address the recent surges. Plus, Air Force men's basketball looking to remain undefeated at home. I'll have the details next in sports. Air Force men's basketball opens conference play against Utah State at home this afternoon. And before today, the Falcons had that perfect 4-0 record at Clune Arena and were looking to stretch that to 5, taking on the Aggies.